Welcome back to iHeart Crypto. If you like the content, subscribe to the channel. If you like this video, go down, smash up that like button. Let's get right into it. Let me just fix my camera a little bit here. I'll show you the whole deal. So, we got Bitcoin coming in at $41,859,000, and we are looking at Bitcoin on the weekly. And as we talked about on this channel before, we talk about the Heikin-Ashi candles on the weekly because of these reversal candles that we got that led to huge downtrends or even huge uptrends, as we got these Heikin-Ashi candles right here. And the one thing I want to talk about right now is that we have just a cluster of reversal candles right there, because Bitcoin basically has been going sideways. And if we look at regular standard candles on the weekly, right now we do have this. I don't know whether it's a symmetrical triangle, in my opinion, where you have lower highs and higher lows coming up in the price action. We have this box drawn right in here, which was major levels of support and resistance, where we had resistance, support, and now we have even more chop coming in right around here. All right, so, and if we go to the lower time frames, let's zoom out a little bit. This is on the 4-hour. Let's go to the 12-hour. I mean, we have a lot of 12-hour closures right up in here, all right, where we had some major resistance right up in here. We had major resistance right up in here. We had major resistance right up in here. And we spiked above it a few times, especially we had some Bart Simpsons kind of going on up in here. Okay, so right now we are sitting above it. It looks like we're going to come up and test probably around $44,500 approximately. But there is another major level of resistance up in there where we have touches here, okay? We have some touches here. We have major levels of support right there. We have, yeah. So basically, let's see, how far back does this go? We got some chop up in here, and then is that about as far as it goes? And then we have some major support here and a little bit of resistance here. So again, these are the levels that Bitcoin has been trading in for now, God knows how long. I mean, this channel started back here. I can't see the date. This channel started back here. Let's see. Right around December or January 2021. Basically, the whole year we've gone sideways in between about $25,000 and $69,000. So we have had a large choppy season, and it's basically been, I think, a ploy from the whales and from the big money to take your coins from you down here, over here, and they're trying to take your coins from you over here with this chop right here. I think that people are kind of hip to it by now. I think that the retail investor is hip to it right now, and I'm going to go over a couple reasons on why I think that. But let's just take a look at the lower time frames on Bitcoin. This is on the 15-minute, and right now, I'll tell you what we had. We had a falling wedge sitting right up in here that ended up breaking to the upside. So we have a little bit of a falling wedge, or you can even say it's a bear flag up in there, where we had a strong breakout to the upside. So that is what we're looking for Bitcoin today. So if we're looking on the lower time frames, we have our Stokes kind of just turning up on right here. Our RSI is sitting at about 58, so it's not too high. It's got some room to run. On market cipher B, you know, we have the money flow coming up a little bit right here, okay? And the momentum wave is starting to turn up. VWAP is starting to come up, so it looks like on the 15 minutes, looking really good. Let's take a look at it on some other time frames. 30 minutes looking okay. The hourly Stokes are turning up, and momentum is coming up. We can come a little bit higher here, so it does look like Bitcoin does want to come up slightly. And if this is a flag, for example, let's just take the measured move where this can go, or even if it is a wedge. If it's a wedge, it looks like a little bit more of a symmetrical triangle at this point. So let's just take a measured move here from the break and just see where this thing can go. This thing can move up to approximately, I don't know, $42,700. Let's just check out that real quick. Yeah, about $42,700. And then after that, we do have to come up to this box and test this at around approximately $45,000. So we do have a little bit of a ways to go. Let's see what kind of pumps we get going on here. We don't know. Bitcoin looks fairly bullish. Let's take a look at it on the 4-hour. All right, that symmetrical triangle kind of coming up a little bit more pronounced, if you will. Yeah, looking bullish. Looking bullish. Yeah, you know, on the 4-hour it looks kind of like a descending triangle, but we do have some wicks here. We do have a little bit of wickage going on. Just adjust my lines so we can get a little bit of a better sense of things. Yeah, looking pretty good. Let's see how good these lines are adjusted. Yeah, looking solid. Check out that measured move. Maybe we can come a little bit higher, but let's see. We're coming to the apex of that right now. So we could be expecting a move here fairly shortly. Maybe we'll get a little pump on stream. So let's just go through. We went through a little technical analysis. Let's just go through some of the news here. And let's check out the overall crypto market. So the overall crypto market, let's just refresh to get the base data. All right. We got Bitcoin up about 3%, ETH up about 4.2%, XRP up 4.5%, Luna up 10%. We got some movers today. Avalanche up 15%. Let's see what else. We got Shiba pumping. Shiba was pumping the last time I looked. I want to check out Shiba real quick. See where that's at. Shiba pumped up. Shiba's still pumping on the 15-minute. Looks like things are getting a little bit high here on the RSI. And up on Market Cipher B, we are at about 95. So things will probably come back down here. So now would not be the time to be FOMOing into Shiba at the moment. You kind of already missed it. But other good top gamers, Cosmos up about 5%. Chainlink doing its thing. Let's see. Ethereum Classic up 12%, 12.6%. Waves has been killing it lately. I've been dying on Waves. Rune is absolutely mooning, and there was some news about Rune and DeFi and total value locked and stuff like that. So, you know, naturally, Zcash has been killing it. Aave with a little pump on the weekly. The Graph, a little pump on the weekly. So some of these on the weekly doing really, really, really well. Avalanche especially up 30%. We did catch a bottom on Avalanche. I'm super proud of myself for that. Because if we do look, we got Avax at 67.62, and right now it is trading at, let's see, Avax 89.83 about. So yeah, looking good on Avax, pushing $90. If we want to do a little bit of TA on Avax, let's just take a look over here on the weekly. On the weekly, we have a very large bullish engulfing candle. This is quite bullish for Avax. Of course, it all depends on how Bitcoin does. Oh, I almost forgot. We forgot to go over Lux Algo on Bitcoin. So let's just do that real quick. So let's take a look at Lux Algo. On the weekly, we are sitting sideways, nowhere to really go, but we still have a large sell signal here on the weekly. That has not gone away. Let's take a look at the 5-day. Still a large sell signal, but we did get a red X down here, which means that the trend could be have bottomed out. No buy signals on these larger time frames. Here we go. There is one on the daily. It is strong, kind of coming up, looking like it called that pretty well. If you caught the buy signal here, you could have taken some profit up there. It hasn't gone away yet, and of course on these lower time frames we should be getting. Yep, we're getting some good signals here on the 12-hour. So that's a really good sign taking a look at the lower time frames, we probably should be getting a buy signal right here. Yeah. So we are getting the strong buy signal right here. It looks like Bitcoin does want to pump up. So yeah, Lux Algo looking really, really good. So we did good right around there. Avax doing really well. Let's take a look at the Crypto Fear and Greed Index. Sitting at a 28, still in fear. Always a good time to buy. It looks like I am frozen. Hold on one second. What's this? What's this? There we go. Back again. So we are still sitting in fear on the Bitcoin. We have been in fear for quite some time. Let's just take a look at the monthly. Oh, this is the monthly. Yeah, we have not gotten we have been in the 20s for about a month. Oh, there we go. 3 months. Your average is the 20s. So we have been sitting in the 20s for a while. All this chop down here. This would be where we kind of ran up in February. So, but it is coming up, as you can see, on the 3 month, or is that the year? That's the year. Coming up on the year. All right, on the 3 month, it looks like we're starting to turn up a little bit. And in the past week, we are showing a little bit of an increase on the 1 week. So let's take a look at our heat map. A sea of green today. Only our stable coins, and of course Apecoin is actually down. We're going to talk about Apecoin a little bit and coming up, but looking real bullish. Let's take a look at our crypto bubbles. So this is on the daily, top 100 coins. Everything is this is very, very good for us today. Good for us. Things are looking up. Man, it makes me skeptical. I kind of am in disbelief. So let's take a look on the monthly. Waves killing it on the month. Luna, Rune, Zcash, but otherwise on the monthly, it's not looking great. Can I go to the weekly? There we go. The weekly. Aave having a good run. Ape is down 33%, but we're gonna go over that in a second. But the weekly, we had a very bullish week, so always a good sign. If you did buy a little stuff, if you look on the weekly, things. Let's take Lux Algo off real quick. I mean, we went over the weekly, but that's a huge weekly candle right here. That's looking bullish. Almost engulfed this past weekly candle. So if we do come up, I mean, there's a good chance we can break out of this triangle, I think. Some people are calling for something like this, where we kind of come up, hit the top, come back down, and break that finally. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. If you don't have this already, it is the Beginner's Guide to Crypto Assets. Okay. It is a all-encompassing PowerPoint slideshow that goes over some of my favorite YouTubers. All right. The history of money and what it means in relative to Bitcoin. All right. Goes over the U.S. dollar currently worth. This is always interesting. This is the value of the dollar compared to Bitcoin. As you can see, it is just murdering the dollar at the moment. Some of the technology, like distributed ledger technology, the blockchain, what are blockchains, and some definitions on what is Bitcoin. We got some really cool videos on Bitcoin right around here. What else does it go over? All the fundamentals of what is mining. What are your private and public keys? Some different kinds of wallets. Goes over what layer 2s are. All kinds of stuff here, but then it also gets into, some acronyms, FOMO, fear of missing out, FUD, fear, uncertainty, doubt, HODL, some things. But we also have links to the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index in here, our heat maps and bubbles, some leverage, and some TVL on DeFi Llama, all just really cool stuff. And then finally, it has some technical analysis slides where you can go over how technical analysis works, what are candlesticks. It's got different things on here like about volume, support and resistance, how to farm your coins, and some bullish and bearish patterns in the chart so you can make informed decisions on when to buy and sell based on the charts. Of course, no one knows where this market is going. And then it also has some portfolio. There it is. has some ways to set up and set your portfolio. And yeah, and some crypto exchanges, and it also has, some ways to start a mock portfolio. So one thing that's interesting here is we're looking at the Bitcoin exchange reserves. So here's a tweet from Tropic. It says, intense upward pressure forming for Bitcoin. Short-term holders holding tight. 37 BTC flowing out of exchanges, and the illiquid supply curve steepens. So here's our little chart. Zoom that out a little bit. So this is just showing that right here. The long-term holder supply right here in the red, as you can see, it is almost reaching an all-time low right down here. So, one thing is that the more Bitcoin that is removed from exchanges, the chances of it selling are lessened, and the more scarce it becomes on exchanges, which should increase the price. So it is way down here. It is from back here. It's like basically at an all-time low, almost. So things that is extremely bullish sign for Bitcoin. The fact that people are taking it, hodling it, and just storing it off exchanges, which should increase the price. So we do have another thing to talk about today, and that is Ethereum. So let's just take a look at the Ethereum chart real quick. Here is our Ethereum chart on the weekly. All right, we are getting another bullish engulfing candle. We are sitting up here on our fibs. We're coming up on our 0.382 fib, and right now it had this long downtrend of resistance. Let me just reset my let's go over here to the 12-hour. Yeah, so we had this long downtrend of resistance where we had, one touch, almost two touches. Those didn't come up, but we do have some touches here and a definite touch here. So we do have a little bit of a breakout. Now, how high can this go? I mean, this right here was a falling wedge right here. And if we take a measured move of this falling wedge, let's just measure this guy right here. It looks like it could come up a little bit higher, but it is up in that box. So, in this box is a long trend of support and resistance, where we just had some support right there, and we had some resistance right there, and some resistance right there. So we do have a couple closures here, right here in this box. We have some more closures right here. As you can see, we had support on there right there, and it looks like we are starting to come back up on ETH. So what is the story with ETH today? So Ethereum outflows from exchanges hits 2022 peak as ETH prices surge. Large outflows from exchanges are considered a signal that traders are looking to sell, potentially bullish sign for Ethereum. I'm sorry, aren't looking to sell. Right. So more than 500 million worth of Ethereum was withdrawn from cryptocurrency exchanges earlier this week as traders look to hold their cryptocurrency in anticipation of bullish price action. This according to the data shared into the block, the crypto market research firm, which shows 1,800 ETH was withdrawn from exchanges on Tuesday. So this is quite bullish for ETH. Again, anytime you have crypto moving off of exchanges, it is quite bullish for the coin. It means that people are taking it off, keeping it safe, keeping it out of circulation, and that is bullish for the price. So Ethereum looking really good, and I don't have this up at the moment, but let me just pull this up real quick. This is my Coinbase at the very moment. Pretty much low at the moment. It's only 262 on Coinbase, but I do have $100 in Ethereum 2, where you can earn staking rewards. All right here. I don't know if it says my staking rewards right here. I don't know if I can see it, but I am staking ETH for 4.5 APR. So super excited about that. Now I can't unlock that until ETH 2 comes out. So, that's okay. That's okay. But I also am staking some Solana. Let's go back here. So I am staking Solana for 5.79 APY, and I got some Cosmos here for I mean, I'm super excited about this. You know, 14% is quite a lot, so I'm super excited about that. And so let's just move on. So we have Apecoin, who is behind it. So carefully coordinated marketing campaign takes great pains to distance a new coin from Yuga Labs, but the firm that created the Bored Ape NFTs appears to be deeply involved. So earlier this week, it was announced that members of the Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT collection would be getting their very own cryptocurrency, Apecoin. And basically, what is Apecoin? Apecoin is an ERC20 token, a particular flavor of build-it-yourself cryptocurrency on the Ethereum blockchain. Unlike NFTs, they're meant to be fungible as the Bitcoin, and one Apecoin should be worth exactly as much as the other Apecoin. So it just means that each one is worth one. And according to the Apecoin website, accompanied press materials, Apecoin is being launched by Apecoin DAO, new governing body in which the ape holders and members. It is meant to field proposals from the community, which token holders can then vote on. So I actually did purchase some Apecoin, although I did get rid of it. I just didn't have any money to be throwing into Apecoin, but of course I did have to FOMO in. And here's the Apecoin website. Let's just look at it. It's a culture that is formed, new expression in Web3 through art, gaming, entertainment, and events. The possibilities for blockchain impact on culture are all so endless that they can't possibly all be predicted yet. Ape is token made to support what is next, controlled and built by the community. It will serve as a decentralized protocol layer for the community-led initiatives that drive culture forward into the metaverse. So here's a little bit about the DAO. Apecoin DAO exists because decentralized governance is critical to building and managing a globally dispersed community and therefore critical to success of the ape ecosystem. So it will allow Apecoin DAO members to make decisions regarding ecosystem fund allocations, governance rules, projects, partnerships, and beyond. Apecoin DAO membership is open to all Apecoin holders. So again, we have a couple cool things here for Apecoin. I mean, I really like the idea. I really, really, really do. I think that this is like a social token, and Bored Ape Yacht Club is a very prominent community, and I think that this is going to get a lot of support. Now, the only problem with Apecoin, and let me try to bring up the chart. First of all, there's not that much data on it. Apecoin, where are you? Let's see, you should be up in here. There you are. Apecoin up 5.79% today. It did have a down day, which is good. It needed a little bit of a retrace on the daily. Actually, it hasn't even had a down day yet. Not a single one. But let's take a look at it on these short time frames. Looks like it's wanting to come up right now. So we had a little bit of a pump here, and we just been going sideways. We're just going sideways. We do have something like a little bit of a triangle right here. Let's see if this thing is kind of breaking out. Oh, it looks like it wants to break out right now. Maybe we should put in a long on Apecoin. Maybe it'd be a good idea up here at $14. I don't think that the measured move is even that much. But it does look like it wants to break out. Kind of does. Oof. Kind of want to put in a long on Apecoin right now. If it gets... the thing is, this is money that I really shouldn't be messing with too much. Although it is pumping. It is pumping. Oh, look, there's the pump. Let's see if it gets rejected here. There's your downtrend of resistance. We got this line drawn in here pretty well. So, let's see. There it is. There's a rejection right there on the 7 minute. 7 minutes is kind of high. All the way up to 77 on Market Cipher, and boom, here it comes down. This is the best part about technical analysis, folks, is that now I would have wanted a FOMO in here. It looks like things are coming up, but boom, we're probably coming back down to about $13. What's a fair price for Apecoin? I have no idea. It was at $7 and $8 for a little while. It's up 100% since then. So we'll see what happens with Apecoin. I really like the project. I really do. Some influencers weren't really loving it too much. They said it's going to go down to $2, $4. And it hasn't. It actually has gone up quite a bit. So The biggest movers, Avax, almost 20% higher as Rune and Zcash near 15% gains on Saturday. So, Avax looking really, really bullish. Following the low of 76.74 on Friday, Avax rallied to above its $90 resistance level in today's session, hitting an intraday high of $90.27. Today's move is the highest Avax has traded since February 18th, as prices began to slip from the highs of $98. Avax has now risen 7 consecutive sessions following the rebound from its support at $66, which we got it at $67. Booyah! Looking at the chart, price strength is now tracking the 62.5, which is marginally adobe resistance of 61 with the highest point since February 16th. So, should this momentum continue, we could likely see bulls make another run towards $100 for Avax. And of course, let's look at the chart for Avax. We are big fans of Solana and of Avax. I can't decide which coin I'm more bullish on, to be honest with you. But looking at Avax on the daily, we did get a green dot right here on Market Cipher B that predicted the move up. Let's just take a look at it on Lux Algo. We do have a strong buy signal here. We did also have a strong buy signal here. It didn't really play out too much, but it was right at that support, so that was great. And it looks like it came up to about $100. And that is where this trend catcher is about sitting. We are above the trend catcher right here. So that is quite bullish. It looks like we have another level of resistance right here at the previous high along about $97. So it looks like things are coming up for Avax. Looking like we get a little bit of a pump right now. Oh, nope, not really. But Avax is looking really good. You know, you want to be catching these coins right down here. It looks like, you know, these. I don't know if this is the bottom down here at around $55 to $60. You know, I don't know if that's actually the bottom, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's take a look at it on the weekly real quick. Love looking at the weekly. Still getting that sell signal on the weekly. But it looks like volume came in. Looks like volume has been increasing. Volume, see, here's the thing. Volume has been decreasing on Avax ever since this last volume spike. It's just been going down. That's not a good sign. But we'll see what happens with Avax. Looking like it's pushing back up to $90 right now. So that's really, really cool. And I think... Oh, and here we go. The Bitcoin supply dynamics. And also the Avax social ranking right here. It looks like it's going up a little bit. This is Lunarcrush, a great way to gauge the dynamics of a coin and where it's at socially and where, you know, just the sentiment of it all. And of course, this is a really cool website. Let's see the market. So here we go. We got Jasmine Coin, Origin Protocol, Zcash, Shiba, of course, was pumping. Thorchain has been up in the past week. Avax is doing really well. But there are some other ones up in here. Let's just see the 24-hour change. Can we reorder that? It looks like it has a lot of meme coins. Yeah, this is a little nuts. So, yeah. Social volume. Bitcoin, Apecoin, Ethereum, XRP. Some of the larger ones. Baby Doge. Ugh, who's buying Baby Doge? Social engagement is kind of big, I think. Looking Axie Infinity. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. So, yeah. I always wanted to get a Bitcoin miner. Look at this. But the Bitcoin difficulty is just increasing. It's almost not even worth to get a Bitcoin miner nowadays. So yeah, that is basically it for today's video. I haven't done a video in a while. You know, been kind of low lately. Feeling a little bit better. Need to go out and make some money so I can afford this crypto. I don't want to sell my crypto. I want to hold. In fact, I staked some of this stuff just so I literally can't sell it. I'm going to be SOL. So I might have to sell some of my Matic though. I might need this money, but we are up $5 on our Matic, so that is really, really good. But I do not want to sell my Avax. I cannot sell my Ethereum. So you know, that's pretty dope. Can't get rid of it. Anyone asks me for money, I can't. What are you gonna do? You know, I staked it. I don't know. So right now we are staking about how much money. We had 100 here, and then we have another 150 here. So we are staking about $250 worth of crypto that I can never sell. And that is dope. That is my HODL portfolio at the very moment. So really excited about that. Anyway, let's just check on Bitcoin one last time before we get out of here. Let's just take Lux Algo off. It's super distracting. Super duper distracting. You can't really see the candles. Where you are. There you are. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. See if we're moving up a little bit. See if we got a rejection. Ooh, looks like we're breaking out of that wedge. Looks like we're coming up on $42,000. So let's see where this thing goes. You know, this could just be like a little bit of a fake out up to the upside, and then kind of like redo that wedge just like that, kind of like hit that point right there. So that's only on the 7-minute, and it looks like it has room to run up a little bit. So it does look, BTC looking quite bullish, looking quite bullish. So anyway, that is it for today's video. Everyone have a great day. I always, don't panic sell your crypto, DCA, and don't panic sell your crypto, as my boy Jordan would say. All right, guys, have a good one till the next video. Peace out.